What if everyone just stopped having kids right now? What would happen to our world in 10 years, in 100 years, in 1,000 years? We asked this question to an AI, and here's what it told us. In 10 years, there would be fewer births than deaths worldwide, leading to a significant decrease in the global population. With fewer people to fill jobs, many businesses would struggle, and some industries like childcare, education, and entertainment would collapse. The global economy would contract as consumer demand falls, leading to mass unemployment and widespread poverty. Governments would have to cut spending on public services, leading to a decline in infrastructure, public safety, and public health. With less innovation and fewer young people to take over, many of the world's companies and institutions would wither and die. Global supply chains would break down as fewer workers are available to keep them running. And with fewer people to trade with, countries would turn inward, leading to a new wave of protectionism and isolationism. Warfare and crime would likely increase as resources become more scarce. And with fewer young people to take over, many of the world's companies and institutions would simply die. In 100 years, humanity would face a demographic winter, a term used to describe a society with very few young people. The elderly would make up a majority of the population, and many of them would need full-time care. The economy would continue to contract and poverty would become widespread. Innovation would slow to a trickle as the pool of talent becomes ever smaller. Without a steady stream of new workers, the infrastructure would crumble and basic services like water, electricity, and food production would become unreliable. As countries grow older, they will become weaker and more inward-looking. Global trade would all but cease to exist, and the world would become a much poorer place. In 1,000 years, humanity would likely go extinct. There are many possible scenarios for how this could happen. The most likely is that the elderly would take over all positions of power and make terrible decisions that lead to the destruction of the world as we know it. With no young people to replace them, the old would fight wars that neither side could win, leading to total annihilation. Or perhaps humanity would simply collapse into a dystopian nightmare ruled by artificial intelligence. So what's the solution? Well, humanity has been having fewer babies for decades, and while this trend is likely to continue, it's not yet too late. If every couple had just one more child on average, global population would return to what it is today in just 68 years. So let this be a lesson to us all. Having lots of babies is good for the economy, good for innovation, and good for the world. If we all work together, we can ensure that humanity has a bright future ahead of it. Now check out what would happen if everyone went to bed at the same time, or click this other video instead.